Know where your granddaughter is, do you think?
We're getting information from her. I know she wants to tell us more, but it's just limited at this point. Because for every little bit that she tells us, some people say, "Oh, she's lying." Well, I think you guys can relate when you're very young and you might have to tell a lie to tell another lie. I know I lied sometimes growing up. I know my parents might have caught me in something. But through all those little lies or those little untruths sometimes, there's always a little bit of a thread of truth through it.
Right.
And you have to put it together and just hope for the best. Is my daughter protecting someone? I'm hoping she's protecting her daughter, which I know she is. We just want to know where this little girl's at. And it's going to come to light very soon. We want it to happen now, but what's going to happen after that, I don't know.
Are you afraid, though? Are you afraid that the worst has happened?
No, I don't want to believe that. I can't believe that in my gut. I can't believe any of that stuff, whatever happened to this little girl. I can't believe that. I don't want to believe it. I'm not going to dwell on it, because if I did, I wouldn't be here today talking to you about it, because I would, who knows what emotions or physically or mentally might have done to me. But I got to stay strong. I got to stay focused. I brought an analogy up a few days ago. Right now, there's only 3 people right now. Even though I have my daughter and my granddaughter, but there's only 3 of us right now on the outside trying to put everything together. It's a triangle. It's my son, my wife, and I. And we're trying to stay focused on what's in that center. Sure, that triangle is getting pulled and it opens up a teeny bit. We got to close it up, stay focused with what we have, our beliefs, our thoughts, our information that we have. That's what we got to do. It's not easy. It's like you going and pursuing your profession every single day. You got to have that game plan every single day, every single moment, no matter if it's professionally, if it's in a family. You got to stay focused, and it's hard, but we do it.
So you, as a family unit, you're not giving up on the fact that your granddaughter may be alive until somebody tells you specifically that she's not? Well,
our beliefs are she's still out there. She's still breathing. She's still looking up and seeing the moon, the stars in the sky.
Do you blame your daughter for this situation?
I can't throw blame on her. I can't go back, and I blamed myself on a lot of things. My wife has. Maybe there's things we could have done, but you can't go back.
Was Casey lying to you about where her daughter was over that 30 days that she was gone? Were you asking from the beginning, where is she?
My wife had daily contact with our daughter, either through voicemails, text messages, even direct contact. Every once in a while I talked to my daughter, but it wasn't. There was never an alarm for concern. She always had good answers. Well, she's with the nanny, or she's with a particular friend, and, you believe that. And could we have done maybe something a little bit differently? Sure. If I would have, could have, should have type thing, but it isn't that way right now.
Before the disappearance, had you been exposed to Caylee on a more frequent basis than 30 days apart?
Up until June 16th, we saw our granddaughter every day, because she stays at our house. My daughter stays at our house. That's their home. When we moved down here 19 years ago, the house we're at is the house where my son and my daughter lived in. When our granddaughter was born, she came to our house to live. She's lived there for nearly 3 years. And as far as them leaving, maybe the months that they would be gone be a day or two. But we knew where they were at, because they always came back home.
So you guys were asking your daughter, where is she, where is she, where is she, every single day?
Right. We're going to hear her little voice. When you hear that little voice, okay, fine. Well, my daughter always had legitimate things, well, she's with the nanny.
Your daughter's a very young girl. She's in her 20s. Do you think it's possible that she just wanted to be single and free again?
I don't want to believe that. There's stuff that we have found out. I'm not going to get specific about that, and I hope you don't ask me too much about that. Yeah, she changed her life. There's some different friends she's had the last few months or something like that we didn't know. We never met them. Maybe something happened that, I don't know. I can't be specific. I can't control who she sees, what she does when she's out,
Do you think she killed your granddaughter?
No. She's too good of her mother. No. As a matter of fact, every one of her friends that have came forth, we've talked to, that we have known, whenever they'd be together out with my daughter and our granddaughter would be there, they nickname my daughter Mom. they called her mom because she was very selective on who she was with. She didn't drink if they were out drinking. She didn't smoke anything or get into, because she was very protective of her. And if she would show up to a party like at a TGI Fridays or whatever hangout else I used to have, some kind of ale house I used to go to, she never drank, she never did anything. She would pop in and say, hey guys, wanted to make sure, my friends were here having a good time, and she'd talk to them, she'd leave. Maybe an hour she'd spend. So all this has just caught them off guard too. They're just, they can't believe anything would ever be done to us, because it's just an imagination.
What do you think happened, George? What do you think?
I'm believing what my daughter's telling me, that a lady that she trusted to watch over my granddaughter while she's gone to work or been somewhere with someone, that this lady has her, or this family might have her, and she's taken her someplace that we can't find her.
Did she really exist?
I don't know. I never met her.
Craig, you try to believe the guy, and, some of the things he says are so preposterous. For instance, that he never met the babysitter and they trust that she's with the babysitter. Give me a break.
I know, Geraldo. That's the biggest question. They raised this child, essentially, with their daughter in this home behind me all of her life, and then she disappears day after day after day. They know that she's gone, she's missing. Where is she? How do they not know where she ended up?
And that's another interesting question, Craig. He said that they had not seen the child since the 16th. As far as I know, that's a week after the 9th when we thought she went missing. Is that an inconsistency? It's exactly a week later, Monday to Monday, June 9th to June 16th. What's up?
I think they said that the initial date was misreported at one point, and they had proof of that. But they did say that she disappeared on the 16th. Everyone, the daughter consistently says that she went with the babysitter. Now, just today, Lee, her brother, came out and talked with some reporters, and he said he's now talking with Caylee. He's trying to get her to find somebody who could corroborate her story, somebody who could say, yes, I saw that babysitter with Caylee, and I can confirm that, somebody other than Caylee. And we'll see if that happens. Right?
Yeah, don't hold your breath. All right, Craig, you stand by. Judge Janine Pirro, former DA Kimberly Guilfoyle, join me after a short break. I will highlight the Anthony's Not So Straight Talk Express, the specifics after this.